Hey guys, back with another one. I'm sorry, the live had a bad connection and it cut off. So we left abruptly, and I didn't want to leave like that. So I came back on live. I also wanted to recap that video again. Hopefully, it doesn't go haywire. So as y'all come in, hit the like or the dislike. We were in the middle of the recap video, and the stream went bananas. So hopefully you guys can come back in and we can recap it again. I usually say goodbye when I leave, so you guys should have knew something was definitely wrong with the live, and that's why I didn't say goodbye, because something was going on with the network. But I'm back on. And like I said, I've been venting about this whole situation with Chrisean Rock. And I hope she really gets it together and starts to see that she needs to get a lot of these fake pretenders out of her life. She's facing a lot of um time if she doesn't get her legal obligations cleared up, and she doesn't surely need people playing in her face acting like they're supporters, but they're trying to grow their channels or get a bag off of her name, clout chase off of her, try to appear at social gatherings, trying to put themselves in the equation, put themselves in the picture, put themselves in the videos like they know Chrisean on a personal level, and they don't, and they're straight just using us. Bad enough, Blueface is doing it to her. Allegedly they're saying, I'm gonna say this again, like I said in the last live, Blueface is getting out allegedly when he goes to court on July 10th. This is what is being said. He was supposed to get out, I think it was July 3rd, like the first couple of days of the month, and that didn't happen. They pushed it back, and allegedly his court date is July 10th. I say allegedly because I did not look it up. I have not looked up his information in quite some time. So I'm just, saying allegedly because I'm piggybacking off of other content creators that have always been spot on, that I watch, and they, do their due diligence and they look up, stuff like that. And usually it, turns out to be what it is. So either way, he will be getting out in July. That's next month. And that's right around the corner. So it shouldn't be no surprise to anyone what's going down with the situation with Chrisean and Blueface. As far as I see it, they are broke up. And when that situation happened, he pretty much kicked it to the curb because she didn't come home and she broke her curfew and she got drunk and she wasn't following the rules. So that's what sometimes happens when you're dealing with a narcissist and a self-centered person just around himself, who has, for the test of time, has not even claimed his son, not taking responsibility for that. But yet and still, Chrisean Rock comes to the table and she takes responsibility when he gets locked up for paying his bills. But he wants to say that he doesn't want to harbor a 405, but he can harbor a fugitive. I think he wants her to be a fugitive, and he wants her to stay being a fugitive for however long she is willing to run, and then just make her situation worse. And getting her out the way and her doing a few years of a sentence, he's trying to get her out of his mind as well, so that he doesn't have that obsession of wanting to go back to her when she messes with another dude. I think he's trying to just think of himself, figuring if she gets locked up, it'll give me time to heal and to move on and do my thing, but not be so stuck on Chrisean Rock. You know what I'm saying? Everything's painted in the light of Blueface. It's like he said, it's his circus. They're just the clowns, working the set for him. And Chrisean Rock has to, remove herself from this equation because it's really, really crazy how he's doing her. You know, it really pissed me off, but blew my mind that he even got up on some jail call and just like dragged the girl. Like, where do we do this at? Yeah, only in Blueface's world or Carlissa's land. That dude is real messed up in the head. As y'all come in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button. And again, there was something wrong with the live. And I was recapping a video, which I'm going to pull up again and recap it again for those of you that have not saw it. And hopefully y'all come up in here. Back with another one, but before I start, make sure you smash that like button. So make sure that your notification bell is on with the option all. So when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. Also leave a comment down below. Now, we know for sure that Blueface is setting Chrisean Rock up, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys are really paying attention, like Chrisean would say, really paying attention to that phone call that he did the other day from jail, the word harboring. He is quite familiar with what's going on with Chrisean Rock. So I'm starting the recap video over because I just went live about 15 minutes ago and the live went haywire. We was in the middle of this video recap. So I'm starting it from the beginning, and most likely the people that are coming into the live now, this may be their first time seeing the recap. Hey, Rosen, I'm sorry that I ended the live, but it just, I don't know what happened. It just went haywire. And then I'm talking and I looked and it said live stream ended. So I was like, oh my God. So I said, I always say goodbye to y'all. Have a good night. You know, whatever I say, but I just felt like I needed to get back on live and make sure that by the time we get off that I at least end it like I usually end it and not like how it ended just a second ago. So I'm gonna recap the video we was playing. I know you was in the bushes, Rosen, you said. So here goes. The word harboring is letting you know that he knows what he is definitely doing. And he knows that what he's doing is against the law. He also knows what he's doing is hurting Chrisean Rock. But I think that it's a plan to hurt Chrisean Rock. And it's always been a plan to hurt Chrisean Rock, but bleed her pockets before he really goes in and hurts Chrisean Rock. And I think Chrisean Rock is realizing this now. Is the video coming in late? Blurry, a lot of people who are her supporters, respectfully, have from the test of time defended her honor, even, and the honor should not have been defended because she is hurting herself. She is listening to what Blueface is saying. That is being confirmed from what I heard from the phone conversation, that he cares less about her legal obligations and more of her holding him down and paying the bills while he is locked up. Now, next month, he can basically take over his own bill. What happens to Chrisean Rock in the process? Because they can't get out here when Blueface gets out of jail and be fighting and the police come. Because the only one they'll be taking will be Chrisean. Unless Chrisean says he put hands on her, then they'll both go. But understand this, you can't harbor 405, what you're basically calling Chrisean, who's supposed to be your woman, wifey, girlfriend. But you can harbor a fugitive. You said the word harbor, so we know that he knows that she's a fugitive. We know that he knows that she has not followed any of what was told to her, which was to turn herself into these courts and take care of her legal obligations, and she didn't do none of that. Okay. And now I don't care what no one says. People say 4 years. I heard it was 3. I'm going with the 3 because this is what I had did my due diligence on. And the judge was not trying to hear from Chrisean Rock's lawyer that presented in behalf of Chrisean Rock, went into court on behalf of Chrisean Rock because she paid legal fees to an attorney to represent her. That lawyer wasn't trying to be heard by the judge because the judge already had, and the DA had their mind made up of what they want to do with Chrisean Rock. And that is, they look at her as someone, okay, you can't follow the guidelines of your probation. Usually people get a percentage that they might have to do if they break rules to with the stipulations of the probation. Chrisean went above and beyond. She's not going to do a percentage of her probation. They're trying to give her 3 years. She has 3 years, I think, allegedly probation left. She abandoned the probation and it was allegedly 3 years. They're trying to make her do 3 years. Set an example in her name that you don't do that, Chrisean Rock. Not here, not in this state. And let me tell you something. In the state of Massachusetts, I saw the judge give a booster, someone that steals clothes out of the store and sells them for half off. Hustler. 2 years, which is I think the most you can do. I don't know, it may have went up. In the state of Massachusetts, the highest penalty for stealing. The judge made an example out of old girl. Let's just put it like that. And she was pregnant, had the baby. She was a month before she had the baby. And she was in jail for 2 years, wasn't able to be a mother to her child because of the decisions that she made. Judge didn't care that she was a female. Judge didn't care that she just had a baby and she wasn't going to be able to nurture the baby the first 2 years. He cared about how she didn't take it serious about what she was doing, breaking the law. Chrisean's not taking it serious. Now, it's going to be messy because Chrisean is now, and I know she's now, it's sinking in that this dude really played me. Blueface is the kind of a person that if you do something to him, he's not going to remember all the good, all the loving on him that she's doing and has always done, Chrisean Rock. He's only going to remember that 1 or 2 things out of 100 good things or 1,000 good things Chrisean, and even now, has done for Blueface. He's only going to remember the bad, and he's going to use it against her, and it's going to just manifest in his mind to the point he's the type of person he probably will make himself sick because it's manifested all through his mind. She did this to me, even though he doesn't look at the stuff that he did to her to make what she's doing to him warranted. It's just a sad situation because he does it to his own mother. If he can cut his own mother off because of childhood traumas, generational curses, and he can't be just accepting that this is just how my mother is. I still love her unconditionally. She at least gave me life, and he can cut her off, then what makes you think that Chrisean Rock's going to get a pass? And every time I've said stuff on this channel, it always came to light. It wasn't a guess. It was an observation, reading between the lines and peeping what's being said and already knowing what the outcome is. Because the outcome never changes for situations like this. There always the same outcomes when people are moving like Chrisean Rock and Blueface are moving. And the stuff that Chrisean Rock's doing, father's, taking care of his financial situation while he's locked up, but he's that dude that when he's out, he's disrespecting her, and then he goes back to, his main chick when he gets ready, and then he picks a fight with the main chick just to be back with Chrisean when Chrisean moves on. Nothing good never comes out of those kind of toxic relationships. If something good does come out of those kind of relationships, what is the percentage? 1% out of 100? That's luck. The luck of the draw, the ones that do look back and say, remember when we were just 2 hot messes? Look at us now. We're building together. We're not living that life no more. And we're not backpedaling. We're moving forward in life. You know what I'm saying? People can look at couples like that respectfully because they on that. They're better than that. They've changed. These are not 2 people that change. He has manipulated Chrisean into believing that he was a changed man. That's called AKA jail talk. But Chrisean Rock says there's no such thing as jail talk. But you know what? Girl, you better keep it online and hope that nobody repeated what you said. Keep it with your fans and your supporters. Don't go back telling Blueface that there's no such thing as jail talk because you think he's running game on you now. That sounds stupid what you said. You're just going to further confirm to him that he can work his set on you when you start coming out of your mouth saying that foolishness. You have to show him different. You have to show him that you are not that chick, that he got his peoples mixed up. That's the only way he's going to change. He can't miss nothing he has never had if it hasn't gone away. And I don't mean just you physically going away. If you choose to stay with Blueface, which I don't see that happening, I could be wrong because you definitely are looking at some time. And if you end up doing some time, even 6, 7 months like Blueface had to do, trust and believe Blueface will definitely replace her. Blueface will replace Chrisean Rock. He might get a little itch, a little thang for another chick, similar to how it is with Chrisean Rock. We know there's only one Chrisean Rock in Blueface, but it'll give him time to get her out of his system so that when she does get out, if she ends up going to jail for her legal obligations, God's with us definitely, but we can't put this all on God. This is people's work. But if she gets lucky and she dodges a bullet and she's able to do some sort of agreement with the DA and the judge that she's not going to serve any time or very little time, maybe a couple of months off the probation, percentage of it. Blueface is going to have enough time to stop mayhem somewhere else until she gets out. And let me tell you something, he is going to have time to build that circus up while he waits for Chrisean Rock to get out. It's going to be another side chick or two on top of Chrisean Rock. He's doing this because he's playing catch up anyways. This man's in jail worrying about fans and supporters forgetting about him. Do you think he's going to get out and be like new this new built a bear man? No. He's going to get out, he's going to be a demon, a Tasmanian devil, and he's going to use the very first person that only helped him from day one. He's going to drag her. Jaidyn knows he ain't going nowhere and she ain't going nowhere, but Chrisean Rock is the only one that puts in the effort, but she's the only one that gets the most disrespect. And it's sad. She needs to wake up because she has ultimately put her freedom at risk. Them taking away her motherhood, taking away her taking care of her child at the earliest stages of his life, trying to look out for a man and not look out for herself and her child. Yeah. What do you mean? You said do weekend something. What do you talk about, Rosen? Yeah, so anyways, when I initially came on here earlier tonight or whatever, it wasn't a planned live, like this ain't a planned live. I was just kind of pissed off because I've been peeping that there's another person that just like inserted herself in Chrisean Rock's life. And she's a blogger on Instagram. And I also did some further investigation. I was saying this earlier. I don't know if the same people are following this live that were on the earlier live that I had did. I think it was 11 going on 12 o'clock. I don't know when I did that other live. But I, did some further investigation and, the girl got a YouTube channel. I just really think that this person is inserting herself in Chrisean Rock's business and family affairs and also what's going on with Blueface and Chrisean Rock just to grow a platform. I mean, she's too obsessed. I mean, I could say something right now and everybody would know who I'm talking about. But it's not even about you knowing who I'm talking about. It's just that I'm seeing a lot of people around Chrisean, and they're around her for all the wrong reasons, and that's to use her, and that's why I'm so mad at Blueface because let's not blame everything on Blueface, but I blame this on Blueface. If Chrisean's supposed to be your better half, but people see on social media that you're, using and abusing her, then they think that they can do it. If they can get close enough to be around her, then they think that they can do it because they see what you're doing. So, it's no lines of respect. The lines of respect and communication have been um non-existent for as long as we can remember, and I feel as though when people have the opportunities to meet Chrisean Rock and to be associates or maybe friends, further, down the line, building relations with Chrisean Rock or anybody, I think sometimes people take advantage of those good people. They take people's kindness for weakness, and I think a lot of people take Chrisean Rock's kindness for weakness, and they need to stop. She's going through her own troubles. That, I mean, she did it to herself. I'm not gonna sit there and say she hasn't, but I don't think she deserves to be going through what she's going through either at the same time. And that's just my personal opinion. Where this is live, you can do weekends, go in a Friday, come out Monday morning, something like that. You said lot do weekends, go in a Friday, come out Monday morning. I don't understand that, Rosen. You said where I live, you can do weekends, go in a Friday, come out Monday morning, something like that. I live in Rhode Island right now, but I'm born and raised Boston, Massachusetts. I've only been out here 8 years, but I don't understand what you're saying. I really don't. Um, but yeah, I just wish the best for her. And if it's any truth that Blueface is getting out on July 10th, that may explain why he's acting a fool already, because he's preparing the masses for what's to come. And that's a bad hit. That is a bad hit. What is this? Korea and Armani after fight with TKO. Man, all these people are getting exposed. I'm sitting here looking at this on Instagram. But says Chrisean's back in the studio. Is she? We asked for it. Hopefully we get it. So I wonder, yeah, this is a recent. They're saying Chrisean Rock is back in the studio. So I don't know. They're saying Chrisean Rock is back in the studio or whatever. I'm seeing this on IG. So I don't know what Blueface may have told her, may have struck a chord, because he had said that the agreement was she was supposed to come to the house and work. So I guess work means I would hope not work as in paying his bills, but work as in make music. So yeah, let's hope she's back in the studio because she wants to be back in the studio, not because Blueface told her that she needs to be back in that studio. So you know what I'm saying? Because she might be playing into his game and giving him all his wants and his needs right now, and he might turn around and shortly after getting out of jail, disappoint her, and everything go back to the way it is. Because I don't think that Blueface wants to change any of what he was doing. Because when a person don't think what they're doing is wrong, there's nothing for them to change. Why would they change if they don't see anything wrong in what they're doing? I don't get it. I don't understand why people don't understand that. Yeah, Wack 100 said, "Oh, Blueface is in love with Chrisean Rock," but who's to say that Blueface didn't tell him to say that? You know what I'm saying? And Rock, I mean, not Rock, and Blueface would have Wack 100 do that, and Wack 100 has no problem doing it because he's against Chrisean Rock anyways. And if it's anything to do with triggering Chrisean Rock, Wack 100's all for it. We all know that. He doesn't like Chrisean. So he's part of that whole game plan, that sabotaging. And that's crazy. Don't make no sense. A whole bunch of grown men attacking a young 24-year-old woman with a child. Blueface focuses on all the wrong stuff. What you need to be focusing on is, if you haven't already, you need to focus on if Junior is yours and being a father, and stop trying to play. If you didn't want 3 kids, or if you wanted all your kids to be by one baby's mother, you should have wore protection. Don't blame the woman for why she got pregnant, because it came from you. And that's how she got pregnant. People don't look at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't want people to think that I'm dragging Chrisean all of a sudden, or I'm on Chrisean's side, or, I'm dragging Blueface. No, I'm going to tell you what's right, and I'm going to tell you what's wrong. Period. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. And right now, I feel like Chrisean is slacking on her macking. Period. Point blank. And it's not called for. It's not called for. You know what I'm saying? If you know better, you do better, And like I said, I just saw a post, saying that she's back in the studio, but it's kind of weird. Just a few days ago, Blueface was basically saying what was her purpose of coming back to the house, which was to work. So now you're in the studio because of what he said. It's just so sad. She just wasted so many months of her life that she could have accomplished and been bigger and greater, but she instead wanted to sit down and wait for Blueface to come home. I mean, she just totally canceled all obligations, all responsibilities, just for Blueface. I don't understand how women do that. It just doesn't make any sense. And sometimes I don't even feel like she even, in my opinion, I don't even feel like sometimes she even puts Junior first. I'm starting to really, if you hear something sometime long enough, that's why I try to protect my eyes and my ears. But sometimes when you hear something long enough, you start to believe, or it starts to make sense. Like, what responsible thing is Chrisean doing? Because it's not being responsible listening to a man in jail tell you to sit down while he's in jail. But you can't go get a bag. You can't go do a concert appearance and sing a couple of your singles and make a bag, because you can't go to a club because to a concert to do a performance because he's insecure that you might step off with another dude. You can't go pop any bottles because he's insecure that you might step off on a dude. How many times has he stepped off on you, Chrisean Rock? But it's okay for Jaidyn Alexis, because she only likes girls, right? This is what Blueface would say. It's okay for Jaidyn Alexis to do, club appearances, get a bag. It's almost like he wants her to play catch up. And it's almost like he's holding on to Chrisean until Jaidyn plays catch up, and then he'll be interested in Jaidyn, because then her bag might be bigger than Chrisean, because Chrisean, she's probably slowly but surely, she's drifting out of that algorithm, because she's never on live no more. She's never putting in the work, doing any content, because of Blueface. And when Blueface gets out, because he's been gone for so long and everyone thinks it's so boring around here without him, he is going to be stealing the limelight from Chrisean. And Chrisean doesn't understand that. And by the time she figures it out, it's going to be too late. And that's what the sad part about it is. I just don't get it. Like, make it make sense. I ride for Chrisean. I'm not one of those take a side. I'm not on nobody's side. When you're doing right, you're doing right. When you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong. Period, point blank. And right now, she's not seeing things for what it is. And it's really sad. Don't let nobody play you for no fool. You could do bad by yourself. Like my mother always says, you could do bad by yourself. You do not need no help, honey. You don't need no help in that department to crash and burn yourself. You can do that on your own. We are our best sabotagers to ourselves. We don't need no help in that department, honey. So, like I said, man, I'm gonna keep trying to tell the right thing for Chrisean to do. I'm not putting no battery in her back. I'm not gonna sit there and pacify her when she's doing something wrong. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. It's not going down anymore on this channel. I'm not trying to overlook nothing. Period. Because I sometimes be finding myself slipping up, you know, feeling bad for Chrisean Rock, even though I know in my heart Chrisean Rock is doing this to herself. If you wouldn't physically take a shank and cut yourself, why would you do it mentally? Why would you do it mentally? I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? She's still over his house. She was over his house after this alleged robbery happened. Why would you leave your son in that situation that you know that at any time people can pull up, see you getting out of a car, going into the house, see you opening the door to leave out or to go out. I mean to come in and try to get you for your jewelry and money, and you got Junior all the time with you. You wasn't thinking about none of that. You should have been left Blueface's house when that alleged robbery happened. I just don't understand how she's making it make sense. And people just steadily keep putting the battery in her back. Like they want to see something bad happen to that girl instead of telling her the truth. I get it. Y'all want to see a train wreck, but come on, man. She's a young mother. If she goes to jail because people are putting a battery in her back, even though we know that this is ultimately Chrisean Rock's own fault, she's not going to be able to raise her son. And if you so-called worried about, that being a factor, then you need to get yourself straight. And putting Blueface aside is the first thing you need to do. Because it seems like he wants you to have the focus only on him. Does he ever call? And even when she does let us listen to the phone conversations that they have between the two of them, between the two of them, the couple of times that she did go live and let us know that he was on that jail call, does he ever ask for his son? No. He never even asks for his son. You think that he calls Jaidyn and he doesn't ask about his kids? Of course he does. He don't have that kind of relationship with Chrisean, and that's sad. He should have that same relationship where before it's about you and me, boo, it's about how's my baby doing? What's Junior doing? And it's she's not on that time. Then and she should be checking him as a woman saying, I laid up with you, had a baby, 9 months, and you need to, be a father to this child. Period, point blank. You slipping. Ain't nothing cute about what Blueface is doing. He, like I said, even with the Charles Barkley meme that's going around, he started that. The own father. Blueface got some serious issues. People say Chrisean got issues and came from situations. No, Blueface got issues too. Oh, trust and believe. He's got trust issues and he got his own issues. He's got issues. So, when we sit there and point the finger at Chrisean Rock, you better point the finger right back at him because he got some issues too. Trust and believe. He's very insecure dude. He's a very insecure dude. He's evil, he's calculated, and he be on some demon time. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna have no good days. And like I keep saying, I have a gut feeling he gonna rub either Jaidyn Alexis or Chrisean Rock the wrong way, and something gonna pop off. Somebody gonna go to jail without the bail. I'm trying to tell you, you sleep if you want to. Y'all get caught sleeping if you want to. Don't be surprised. Headline news: Blueface back in jail, probably for another DV or something like that. Trying to tell you, will go around, come around. He better tread lightly, cause he can go to jail at this point, especially in Nevada, just for stealing a candy bar. It just don't make no sense. It's just so sad if you look at the whole dynamic of all this, the just what's going on. It's a mess. Blueface still got time over his head if he gets in any trouble. Yeah, they allegedly cleared up that Nevada situation so he doesn't have to turn himself into Nevada. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up now. Let's look that up now. Let's go on to here and look this up. That's what we about to do. Let me see if that's how I'm gonna find out if this is true. I'm gonna share the screen so we can see if he is still has a wanted in Nevada. So that's what we gonna do. Let me see. I mean Nevada. See, I be searching. That's why by default his first and last name comes up. I didn't sign in though. He still see. That was see. That's why I'm glad I checked that. I'm gonna sign in though. Hold on, let me sign in real quick. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna sign in, but I'm gonna put the default page up for a second so I can sign in. I don't want y'all knowing my password, so we can get the full details of what's going on. Allegedly, that's why I be saying the word allegedly. People get all pissed off. Why you keep saying the word allegedly? Because you have to. Because if you don't, people will rock you to sleep with their lies. I sure do. I sure do. I have to. Because I'm looking at the Nevada, it says wanted still. So they lied. Whoever said that, and I'm gonna make sure I make a commentary video to it so y'all can hear it in short layman terms that it's a lie. It's a lie and the truth ain't in you. See, I'm gonna make a video on this only because we're at the 36-minute mark, and nobody's probably gonna get to this point when it's replayed to see that that was a lie, that he cleared up the Nevada warrant. So all we know, he might be getting haved to Nevada. You see how fast things change up when you take the time out and do your own due diligence? You find out real quickly that people be lying. They be lying and the truth ain't in them. So we about to find this out now. Because this is ridiculous how people be lying like that. I mean, make no sense. Oops. Password. What's up with my password? Why isn't it trying to put in this password, guys? All right. 19. All right, we should be in now. All right. So now we can I can now show you guys. All right, so Jonathan Porter. Which one is his? This one says active. Is this the same one? Jonathan Porter. Let me see record details. Got it. Begin September 22nd. Mail. Let me make sure this is the right one. Nevada Department. Because there's two of them. Oh, here it is. All right. It says probation wanted in Nevada. But see, I don't know why they put this down as wanted, because the reason why I say I don't know why they put this down as wanted is they know that he's in jail serving time in California. So why would they even put that down? I don't get that. Why would they even put that down as wanted? They know that he's locked up in another facility in another state. So I don't get why they would put that down, but they have. So they're saying allegedly that I don't know, maybe it takes some time for it to update in the system, but it should only take 24 hours. And this was said a few days ago that allegedly that Nevada situation was taken care of. So maybe it's just not updated on this system here. And that could be possible. That's why sometimes if you go to court, you'll sometime hear the judge tell you to keep your paperwork on you because it might take some time to clear. So that, like, especially if you go into court to clear up a warrant. I'm saying that specifically, like when you're going in to clear up a warrant, they'll tell you to keep those papers on you. Your copies when they give you the carbon copy, they tell you to keep that with you at all times, just in case it hadn't been updated in the system. You don't get rearrested. So who knows? Maybe it just hasn't been updated in the system yet. But as far as I can see with my 2 eyes, it still says wanted. So I don't know. And like I said, you gotta do your due diligence, because vloggers, they will certainly put some stuff up, and it just comes out of nowhere. So you got to be careful, man, what you listen to. I pretty much listen to people like Hennessy Review and people like that. But yeah, you got to be real careful who you listen to, because some of these people be putting up false information, and I don't know why. But it don't be the truth, because as y'all seen, I just looked them up. As y'all seen, I'll show you one more time for the people that just came in here. He still says wanted. I don't know why. If they cleared up that Nevada situation, it shouldn't say wanted. Yeah. Says right here, wanted, active status, wanted, right here. So I don't know. I don't know why it's saying that. But he better tread lightly, you know. But the way he's heading, I hate to say it, man. I ain't no hater. But Blueface, man, that dude, man, he better just fall back and stuff, being disrespectful to Chrisean already, man. You know what I'm saying? Girl has done nothing but help you, bro. I don't care how much of loyalty Jaidyn got that CashApp don't have at times. Jaidyn didn't hold you down. All she did was bring your son to see you a couple of times when you asked her to. Now, as father's canteen, I don't know about none of that. But I know for a fact that Chrisean's been there the most for him. And we already know she been holding him down tenfold, because she's sitting there paying $15,000 rent for restaurants and stuff. Come on now. If that ain't love, I don't know what is. Come on now. But like I said, if you like it, I love it and stuff. She'll eventually start to see what her worth is. And if she doesn't, I don't know what to say. But that's a shame that he thinks that what he's doing is cute. But I just have a bad feeling that it's not gonna work out good for him. I think that Blueface needs to get out and stop beating the pavement, start getting them coins, stop making that money, and stop playing around. This ain't no game. This is people's lives that he's playing with. He needs to be a father to Junior, step up to the plate and do that. And stop all this madness. It just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. It doesn't make no kind of sense. But we'll see how it plays out. But I already know how it's gonna play out. I already predicted how it was gonna play out. And it doesn't look good for Chrisean. I already know that everything has went on pause. And it's gonna go back to what it was soon as he gets out. And that's just my opinion. And if a person wants to get mad about that, then hey, it is what it is. But It's the truth. It says Blueface clowns Chrisean again. Oh, this is what Hennessy Review puts up. Chrisean moving home. Oh boy, here we go. Y'all be bugging. Some of these I'm sitting here reading something as I'm talking with y'all. Some of these vloggers, man, be really reaching. That's why I be saying don't come up on my page when I sit up there and give my sound thoughts and advice in a outlook on the situation. Because honey, every time I say something, trust and believe it comes true. Because I see through the smoke in the mirrors. I ain't got to make up no grand delusion on no Chrisean Rock. Come on now. If you do something this way, this is the results you're going to get this way. That's a lot of things are just common sense. And I don't care who don't like it. It's common sense. They're saying Chrisean Rock's moving out of Blueface's house. Chrisean Rock ain't going nowhere. Chrisean Rock ain't going nowhere. Period. She gonna be at Blue's house until he gets there. In her mind, he coming home to her, and he probably is at first. When he gets from jail, he's probably going right to his house. But he gonna have to eventually go see Jaidyn because she got his jewelry and also his 2 kids over there. So you know Jaidyn gonna see him too. That's why Jaidyn ain't worrying about nothing. Blueface ain't gonna just stop seeing his kids just because he's with Chrisean. That's gonna give him the opportunity to mess with Chrisean. I mean with Jaidyn. And have them both. And Jaidyn ain't gonna have no problem with giving any nook. Because Chrisean didn't have no problem giving her nook up when she was the side chick. Well, she still is. If Jaidyn ain't willing to throw in the towel, we don't know for sure if she threw in the towel completely with Blueface. Hey Stacy, how you doing, sweetie? We don't know that. We don't know that at all. We just gotta wait and see. Because always remember when Blueface has a fallout with Chrisean, Chrisean no longer is his girl. And then as soon as he gets back with Jaidyn, Jaidyn is his girl now. And vice versa. When he has a fallout with Jaidyn, now Chrisean's his girl. He flip-flops and they allow him to do it. And that's why he does it. And he's gonna continue to do it as long as they allow him to do it. So that's why I say if you like it, I love it. And that's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? And, like I always keep telling people, don't think that I'm trying to be, kind of hard on Chrisean, but I think that she could be doing better. She can be doing better. She honestly could be doing better with herself. She don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? She's too young. Right now, she's at the pinnacle. She could be at the pinnacle of her career. Let me not gas it up. And she chooses to sit and wait for this dude. And all he doing is disrespecting you. You already know how it's going to play out because he's doing it now. Don't wait for him to get out to drag you. Who waits to get dragged? I'm not waiting for no man to get out of jail to drag me. Please. I'm telling you, as soon as he gets out, he going to be exposing. He get mad. He's another one. He talked about how Chrisean get mad. You feel me, Stacy? You talk about when Chrisean get mad, she's always on live talking about, oh, he hit me, he did this and that. Keep your hands to yourself then. And maybe she won't have to get online telling people that. I be looking at those videos, them throwback videos when he sitting up there making a joke out of something that's not a joke. How she turns to her fans and tells all her business to her fans because he didn't went upside her head. You shouldn't be putting your hands on her. She can only be raised one time, Blueface. Keep your hands to yourself. And Chrisean, you keep your hands to yourself. That's it. That's all. But listen, I'm going to get up off of here. Thank you guys for coming back through. I just wanted to make sure I ended the live because the last live had ended kind of rough and I wasn't able to say have a nice night or a good morning, have a blessed day or whatever. So that's why I came back on. But I will be on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, 7 p.m. So make sure y'all have your notification bell on with the option all. And also make sure you hit that like button on the way out. And I want to say I love y'all. Stay blessed. And I'm out. Mwah. And also have a nice weekend.